What if everything your doctor told you about leg circulation is only half the story? Think about that for a second. Half the story. Not a lie, just not enough. And that missing half might be the reason your legs still feel numb, heavy, or cold, even after doing everything right. Here's what most seniors believe. They believe poor circulation is just part of getting older. They believe there's nothing you can really do about it. They believe walking more and waiting it out is the answer. And for years, that's what they've been told. By doctors, by family, by anyone who's ever glanced at their swollen ankles and said, "That's just age, dear." But here's the truth. Your body is not just getting old. Your body is trying to talk to you. Every tingle, every cramp, every cold toe at night. It's a message. And most people are never taught how to read it. This is not your fault. No one sat you down and explained how circulation in your legs actually works. No one explained that there are two completely different systems inside your legs, and they don't always have the same problem or the same fix, so people guess. They try the same advice for everyone, and sometimes that advice helps, and sometimes it does nothing at all. By the end of this video, you will understand your own legs better than most people your age ever will. You'll know the difference between a warning sign you can ignore and one you should never ignore, and you'll know exactly what to do about it, starting today. So stay with me, because what you're about to learn next might change the way you think about your own body, for good. So let's start with the part almost nobody explains. There are two different circulation systems in your legs, not one. Two. The first system carries fresh blood down into your legs. This blood is full of oxygen. It feeds your muscles, your skin, and your nerves. We'll call this the delivery system. The second system carries blood back up from your legs to your heart. This blood has already done its job. Now it needs to return home. We'll call this the return system. Here's why this matters so much. A problem in the delivery system feels different from a problem in the return system. And the things that help one system can do almost nothing for the other. If your delivery system is struggling, your legs might feel weak when you walk. You might feel cramping in your calves that goes away when you rest. Your feet might feel cold, even in a warm room. This system is about blood not getting in fast enough. If your return system is struggling, your legs might feel heavy by the end of the day. Your ankles might swell. You might see small veins that look swollen or twisted. This system is about blood not getting out fast enough. Two different problems, two different feelings. And here's the part that surprises people. Compression socks, for example, can help the return system. But for some delivery system problems, they can actually make things worse. This is why so much advice online feels confusing. People are not lying to you. They just don't realize they're talking about two different things, as if they were one. Once you know which system is giving you trouble, everything else starts to make sense. The symptoms make sense, the advice makes sense, and most importantly, the fix makes sense. So keep this in mind as we go. Delivery system, return system. Two roads, two different problems, and in the next part, we're going to look at the warning signs your body sends out, and how to tell which road is asking for help. Now here's the question that probably brought you to this video. Is what you're feeling normal, or is it something you should worry about? Let's answer that clearly. No guessing, no scary internet rabbit holes, just plain facts. Some signs are common and usually not an emergency. Mild swelling in your ankles by the end of the day. Legs that feel a little heavy after sitting for a long time. Cold feet in a cold room. Small spider veins on your skin. These are signs your body wants you to pay attention to. But on their own, they are not a reason to panic. Other signs are different. These are signs your body is asking for help right away. And this is the part most people are never told. If one leg suddenly swells much more than the other, that matters. If your leg becomes warm, red, and painful to touch, that matters. If you feel sudden sharp pain in your calf that does not go away with rest, that matters. If your leg or foot turns pale or even bluish, that matters. If you feel numbness along with weakness, that matters too. Here's the part that surprises people the most. Some serious problems do not hurt at all. No pain, no big warning, just a quiet change that easily gets ignored. This is exactly why so many people wait too long. They think, it doesn't hurt, so it must be fine. But fine is not something you guess. So here is a simple way to think about it. Slow changes, mild discomfort, both legs equally. These are usually okay to watch and manage. Sudden changes, one leg only, color change, swelling that comes on fast. These need a doctor, and they need one soon. This is not about being scared. This is about being informed. Fear keeps you frozen. Information keeps you in control. And once you know your warning signs, the next step makes a lot more sense. Because now we're going to talk about the advice you've probably already tried, the walking, the socks, the leg massagers, and which ones actually do something, and which ones are mostly just hope in a box. Let's talk about the things you've probably already tried. Because chances are someone told you to walk more, wear compression socks, or buy one of those leg massagers you saw online. So let's look at each one honestly. No hype, no bashing, just the truth. First, walking. Walking is good for you. That part is true. Walking helps your muscles squeeze your veins and push blood back up toward your heart. For mild return system problems, this can really help. But here's what nobody adds. Walking alone will not fix a blocked artery. It will not fix advanced vein damage. And if your pain gets worse the more you walk, that is not something to push through. That is a sign to get checked, not a sign to walk harder. Next, compression socks. These can be genuinely helpful, especially for swelling and tired, heavy legs at the end of the day. They give your veins a gentle squeeze, which helps blood move upward. But here's the catch almost nobody mentions. If your problem is with the delivery system, not the return system, compression socks can squeeze blood flow in the wrong way. For some people, that makes things worse, not better. This is exactly why a sock that helped your neighbor might not help you. Different system, different need. Now, leg massagers. These feel nice. There's nothing wrong with that. But feeling nice is not the same as fixing something. Most massagers offer short-term comfort. They do not treat the cause of your circulation problem. If you enjoy using one, that's fine. Just don't expect it to solve something deeper. So here's the bigger truth hiding behind all of this advice. Most of it isn't wrong. It's incomplete. It works for some people, in some situations, with some types of circulation problems. The issue is, nobody tells you which one applies to you. This is why you can do everything right and still feel stuck. You're not failing. You're just missing the missing piece. And that missing piece is exactly what we're covering next. The things that actually work and why they work, no matter which system is giving you trouble. Okay. Now for the part you've been waiting for, what actually works. Before we get into it, here's one thing to remember. None of this is about chasing a miracle. It's about giving your body what it actually needs consistently so it can do what it already knows how to do. The first thing that matters is movement, but not just any movement. Short, frequent movement beats one long walk. Standing up and moving your ankles for 2 minutes every 30 minutes does more for your circulation than one 20-minute walk and then sitting the rest of the day. Your leg muscles act like little pumps. They need small, repeated squeezes, not one big workout. The second thing is foot and ankle movement, even while sitting. Pointing your toes up and down, making small circles with your ankles. This sounds too simple to matter, but it activates the same muscle pumps that push blood back up your legs. 5 minutes of this a few times a day adds up more than people expect. The third thing is leg position. Elevating your legs slightly above heart level for 15 to 20 minutes a day can help blood return more easily, especially if swelling is your main issue. This is a small habit that takes almost no effort, but it works with gravity instead of against it. The fourth thing is hydration. This one surprises people. When your body doesn't have enough fluid, your blood becomes thicker. Thicker blood moves slower. Moving slower means more pooling, more swelling, more of that heavy feeling in your legs. Drinking water consistently through the day is not exciting advice, but it is some of the most overlooked advice there is. The fifth thing is paying attention to long periods of sitting or standing still. Both can slow circulation down. The fix isn't to avoid sitting or standing completely. It's to break it up. A short movement break every 30 minutes can make a real difference over time. Here's why these 5 things matter more than people realize. They're not flashy. They won't be advertised to you in a commercial, but they work with your body's actual systems, the delivery system and the return system we talked about earlier, instead of guessing and hoping. This matters because too many people wait. They don't want to bother anyone. They don't want to seem dramatic. So they wait and watch and hope it goes away on its own. Sometimes it does, but sometimes waiting is the most expensive choice you can make. So here's a simple way to know the difference. See a doctor soon, not urgently, if your symptoms are mild, but they don't improve after a few weeks of doing the things we just talked about. If swelling is still there every single day. If the heaviness in your legs never seems to lift. These are not emergencies, but they are signs that something needs a closer look, not just more home habits. See a doctor right away if you notice sudden swelling in only one leg, if your leg becomes warm, red, and tender to touch, if pain shows up suddenly and doesn't ease with rest, if your skin changes color, especially turning pale or bluish, if numbness comes along with weakness. These signs do not wait, and neither should you. Here's something important to remember. Going to the doctor is not admitting defeat. It's not saying the things you've learned today don't work. It's the opposite. It means you understand your body well enough now to know when something is outside of what home care can fix. That's not failure. That's awareness. And awareness is exactly what keeps small problems from turning into big ones. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to know when to ask for help. And now you do. And that brings us to the most important part of this video. Not the symptoms, not the advice, but what all of this means for you, starting today. So let's bring this all together. At the start of this video, I told you something that might have felt hard to hear. That poor leg circulation isn't just part of getting older, that the common advice you've been given is often incomplete, that your body has been trying to tell you something, and most people were never taught how to listen. Now you know how to listen. You know there are 2 different systems in your legs, and they don't always need the same fix. You know which warning signs are okay to simply watch, and which ones need a doctor right away. You know why walking, compression socks, and leg massagers help some people and not others, and why that's not your fault. And you know 5 real habits that work with your body instead of against it. This isn't about fighting aging. It never was. This is about understanding your own body so you can keep doing the things that matter most to you. Walking in the garden, playing with your grandkids, traveling without worrying every mile, simply moving through your day without your legs holding you back. That's what good circulation really gives you. Not just healthier legs, more life in the years you have. So here's what I'd ask of you. Pick just one thing from this video. Maybe it's the ankle movements. Maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's simply paying closer attention to how your legs feel each day. Start there. Small steps, done consistently, are what actually create change. If this video helped you see your own body a little more clearly, that was the whole point. If you found it useful, consider subscribing, because we'll keep breaking down the truth about aging well, one honest video at a time. And if you want to go deeper into related topic, that video is right here, waiting for you next. Take care of those legs. They've carried you this far. Let's help them carry you a lot further.